I'm Adam.
And I'm Anna.
Anna, something a little annoying happened to me this morning.
Really? What happened, Adam?
Well, I was standing in line at the coffee shop, and the man behind me was standing way too close. I mean, I could almost feel him breathing on my neck.
Oh no, that sounds terrible. It sounds like he was invading your personal space.
Invading my personal space.
Yes, personal space. Basically, it is the physical distance you like to keep between yourself and other people to feel comfortable.
Ah, I see. The physical distance you like to keep. That is a very useful phrase.
Exactly. And you know, Adam, everybody has a different idea of how much space they need.
That is true. So today, we're going to talk all about that. We will discuss boundaries, privacy, and how to tell people to back off. Politely, of course.
Let's jump right into it.
So, Anna, where do we start? What exactly is personal space?
Well, imagine you're walking around inside a big bubble.
A bubble? Like a soap bubble?
No, not a real bubble. I mean an invisible bubble.
Invisible. That means we cannot see it, right?
Exactly. You cannot see it, but you know it is there.
You cannot see it, but you know it is there. I like that description.
This bubble is the safe area around your body.
How big is this bubble usually?
That's a good question. Usually it's about an arm's length.
An arm's length. So if I reach out my arm...
Yes, try it. Reach out your arm towards me.
Okay, I'm reaching out. I can almost touch your shoulder.
Right. This feels comfortable for a conversation, doesn't it?
Yes, this feels fine. We are friends after all.
Now, what if I take a step closer, like this?
Whoa, okay, that feels a little different.
How does it feel?
It feels a bit crowded. You were too close to my face.
Exactly. I entered your intimate zone.
My intimate zone? That sounds serious.
It is. This zone is only for family, partners, or very close friends.
Phew, so I should feel uncomfortable if a stranger does that.
Absolutely. If a stranger enters that zone, your brain sends a warning signal.
A warning signal, like an alarm?
Yes, it says, danger, too close.
I see. So outside the intimate zone, what do we have?
We have the personal zone. This is for friends and colleagues.
And that's the arm's length distance.
Correct. It's close enough to chat, but not touch.
So close enough to chat but not touch. Got it.
And then further away is the social zone.
Is that for strangers, like the guy at the coffee shop?
Yes, you usually want strangers to stay at least 2 meters away if possible.
Well, that guy definitely did not stay 2 meters away.
He definitely popped your invisible bubble.
He sure did. But sometimes we can't help it, right?
What do you mean?
I mean on a crowded bus or a subway train.
That's true. In those places, we have to give up our space for a short time.
So the bubble is flexible.
Yes, but it's still important for our comfort. Next, let's talk about why we need it.
Okay, Anna, we know what the bubble is, but why do we need it?
Well, mainly it is about feeling safe. It's a natural instinct.
Instinct? Can you explain that word?
Sure, an instinct is a feeling you're born with. Animals have it too.
Ah, like when a cat runs away if you get too close?
Exactly, it's a survival mechanism.
Survival mechanism. That sounds very scientific.
It is. When someone gets too close, our brain thinks, wait, is this an attack?
Oh, so that is why my heart beats faster.
Yes, it triggers the fight or flight response.
Fight or flight. That means staying to fight or running away, right?
You got it. Your body gets ready to protect itself.
But the guy at the coffee shop wasn't going to attack me.
Probably not, but your brain doesn't know that immediately.
Oh, so it causes unnecessary stress?
Yes, it increases anxiety.
Anxiety. That is a strong feeling of worry or nervousness.
Correct. Being crowded makes people feel trapped.
Trapped. That is a terrible feeling, like being in a cage.
Exactly. Personal space gives us a feeling of control.
Control is important. If I choose to be close, it's fine.
But if they choose to be close, it feels aggressive.
Curious, does this only apply to physical danger?
No, it's also about mental rest. We need room to breathe.
Room to breathe, like for oxygen?
No, it's an idiom. It means having enough space to think and relax.
Having enough space to think and relax. I will remember that.
Some people need more of this room than others.
Guessing. You mean introverts?
Yes, introverts usually have a bigger bubble than extroverts.
I think I'm a bit of an introvert. I like my space.
That's totally normal. It helps you recharge your energy.
So invading space drains my energy.
Definitely. It's exhausting to have someone constantly in your face.
So we need space for safety, lower anxiety, and to recharge.
Perfect summary. But here's the tricky part.
Suspicious. What is the tricky part?
Teasing. Not everyone follows these rules, especially in different countries.
Oh, I bet culture changes everything.
It really does. Let's talk about that next.
So, Anna, is personal space the same everywhere in the world?
Not at all. It varies a huge amount depending on where you are.
I assume some cultures like to be closer than others.
Yes, we call these high contact cultures.
High contact cultures. That sounds interesting.
In places like Southern Europe, Latin America, or the Middle East, people stand closer.
Like in Italy or Brazil?
Exactly. Touching while talking is very common and friendly there.
I might feel a little panicked if I wasn't used to it.
Many people from Northern Europe or North America feel that way.
I remember visiting Finland once.
How was it there?
People stood so far apart at the bus stop, like 3 meters.
Yes, those are low contact cultures. They value privacy more.
So in Finland, standing close is rude?
Yes, but in Brazil, standing far away might seem cold.
Cold, like the temperature?
No, I mean unfriendly or distant emotionally.
Ah, so physical distance can send the wrong message.
Precisely. It is not just about countries, though.
What else changes the rules?
The environment. Think about a big city like Tokyo or New York.
Oh, the trains, they are famous.
Yes, during rush hour, people are packed like sardines.
Packed like sardines, that is a funny idiom.
It means very crowded, pressed tightly together.
Reasoning. In that situation, cultural rules disappear, right?
Right, because there's literally no space.
So how do they handle it?
They create a mental bubble instead.
A mental bubble. How?
Acting like by avoiding eye contact, looking at their phones, or closing their eyes.
I do that on the subway aisle. I pretend no one is there.
See? You're adapting to the environment.
So what should I do if I travel to a new place?
The best advice is to observe the locals.
Observe the locals. Watch what they do first.
Exactly. Copy their distance and you'll be fine.
But what if I'm not traveling and someone just gets too close?
Then you need to look for signs that you're annoying them.
Signs? You mean body language?
Yes, let's learn how to read those signs next.
Okay, Anna, you mentioned signs. How do I know if I'm making someone uncomfortable?
Well, usually people will not tell you directly. They use nonverbal cues.
Nonverbal cues. You mean without speaking?
Exactly. Their body talks for them. The most common sign is the step back.
The step back. So if I move forward, they move backward.
Yes, it's like a dance. If you step in and they step out, stop moving.
Oh no, if I keep moving forward, I am chasing them.
Yes, do not chase people around the room. It's very aggressive.
Do not chase people around the room. That is a good rule.
Another sign is leaning away.
Leaning away, how does that look?
Their feet stay in one place, but their upper body moves backward.
It looks like they're trying to avoid a bad smell.
Exactly. They're trying to create distance without walking away.
That makes sense. What about their eyes?
The key sign is avoiding eye contact.
Like looking at the floor?
Yes, or looking over your shoulder. They might be looking for an escape route.
An escape route.
A way to leave the situation. They feel trapped.
They feel trapped, so they look for a door.
Also, look at their arms. Are they crossed?
Wait, I cross my arms when I'm cold.
That is true, but if they're not cold, crossed arms act as a barrier.
A barrier, like a shield.
Yes, they're protecting their torso.
Torso. Is that the chest area?
Correct. The chest and stomach. It's a defensive posture.
So, stepping back, leaning away, no eye contact, and crossed arms.
You got it. It sounds obvious now, right?
It does, but sometimes we're too busy talking to notice.
We have to pay attention. It's part of being a good listener.
Concerned, Anna. What if the person doesn't move away but keeps bothering me?
Then body language is not enough.
So I have to say something?
Yes, you need to use your words.
But I don't want to be rude.
Don't worry, you don't have to be rude. Let's learn how to be polite but firm.
So, Anna, saying stop feels very aggressive. How do I do it nicely?
Don't worry, you can be assertive without being rude.
Assertive? Does that mean strong?
It means stating your needs clearly and confidently.
Okay, give me a phrase for the guy at the coffee shop.
You can simply say, "Excuse me, could you give me a little space, please?"
Excuse me, could you give me a little space, please?
Yes, the please and excuse me make it polite.
That sounds doable. What if I want to give a reason?
You could say, "I am feeling a bit claustrophobic."
Claustrophobic. That is a big word.
It means fear of small or crowded spaces.
Even if I'm not really afraid?
A little white lie never hurt anyone. It stops them immediately.
Okay, what about friends? I cannot tell a friend to back off like a stranger.
True. With friends, use the phrase, "I need a moment."
I need a moment. Short and simple.
It implies you just need a short break, not that you hate them.
That's good. Sometimes I just need to be alone.
Or if someone tries to hug you and you don't want to,
Oh, that is awkward. What do I do?
you can extend your hand for a handshake instead. It creates a physical barrier.
Ah, the handshake block. Very clever.
And you can say, "Sorry, I'm not really a hugger."
Sorry, I'm not really a hugger.
People usually respect that immediately.
What if a coworker keeps talking at my desk?
Try this. "I would love to chat, but I have a deadline right now."
That is professional. It respects their time and mine.
Exactly. Setting boundaries is actually healthy for relationships.
Really? It feels a little selfish.
No, Adam, it's self-care, not selfishness.
It's self-care, not selfishness. I need to remember that.
When you respect your own space, others will respect you too.
I guess I need to practice saying no more often.
Start with small things. It gets easier.
Curious, does this apply to my family too, or just people outside?
Oh, family is a different story.
I bet it is harder at home.
It is. Let's talk about privacy at home in the next part.
Okay, Anna, we talked about strangers, but what about at home?
Home is often the hardest place to get space.
Why is that? Because we live with people we love?
Exactly. We often think that love means zero distance.
Ah, we think if we close the door, we are being mean.
But a closed door is a necessary boundary sometimes.
You know, my mom used to just walk into my room without asking.
Oh no, she didn't knock first?
Never. She would just barge in.
Barge in, that is a great phrasal verb. Can you explain it?
To barge in means to enter a room abruptly and rudely without invitation.
To barge in means to enter abruptly and rudely.
Yes, it made me feel like I had no privacy at all.
You have to establish the knocking rule.
The knocking rule? Is it that simple?
Yes, teach your family that a closed door means please knock and wait.
I wish I had known that years ago.
It is never too late to start.
But space isn't just about physical doors, right?
No, it is also about alone time.
Alone time. Is that different from being lonely?
Very different. Lonely is sad. Alone can be peaceful.
Lonely is sad. Alone can be peaceful. That is a key difference.
Exactly. Sometimes you just need time to unwind.
Unwind? Like unrolling a ball of string?
It's a metaphor. It means to relax after a hard day.
Oh, I definitely need to unwind after work.
Imagine you come home and everyone starts asking questions immediately.
Ah, that sounds overwhelming. I need 10 minutes of silence first.
So tell them, say, I need some me time.
Me time. Is that a common phrase in English?
Very common. It means time for yourself to do what you want.
Will my partner be offended if I say that?
Not if you explain it calmly.
Honey, I love you, but I need 20 minutes to read quietly.
Perfect. That is clear, kind, and loving.
It actually makes the time together better, doesn't it?
Yes, quality is more important than quantity.
So I feel much better about asking for space now.
I'm glad to hear that. You are ready to set some real boundaries.
Well, Anna, I feel much better about my invisible bubble now.
I'm glad, Adam. Remember, it is not rude to protect your peace.
Right. We talked about the intimate zone, reading body language, and how to say, I need a moment.
Exactly. Setting boundaries helps everyone get along better.
Setting boundaries helps everyone get along better. That is the main lesson today.
If you found this lesson helpful, please give us a big thumbs up.
Yes, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more conversations like this.
Now, we have a question for you in the comments.
Tell us, is personal space big or small in your culture?
We would love to read your answers.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you in the next lesson. Bye.